Hey guys, we are here in the old war room. This is the spot where President-elect Donald Trump watched the returns come in on Tuesday night, and I am joined by Kellyanne Conway, the woman that made it happen. Kellyanne, how you doing?
Oh, I'm great, thank you. But he made it happen. I'm just so happy for the country.
So we are, it's interesting, and I want to ask you, clearly when we came in here today, we're in Trump Tower, the press mobs you, and then people, I mean, you're treated like a celebrity. How's it feel? How have things changed for you?
I just look at it as I was given a tremendous opportunity at the right time, Bill, to help create change. And it's the 70% of Americans said they wanted to take the country in a new and different direction. A majority said they didn't trust or like Hillary Clinton. So I thought the confluence of that plus Donald Trump's message was resonating with many of the forgotten men and forgotten women who also happen to be the job holders in this country. They're the people I grew up with in South Jersey. They're the folks in Western Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, and they came through, and they came out strong, and he busted the blue wall, and I'm happy to have had a tiny part in this part of history.
Now, by trade, you're a pollster. You're a great entrepreneur. So many people were shocked by the results. Watching the returns on election night, thinking there's no way. A lot of Republicans just resigned to the loss. What happened? At what point did you say we're going to win this thing?
Well, we saw all along that we could, and we had different pathways at different times. But starting about October 22nd, started to see the polls narrow because Mr. Trump was out there talking more about Obamacare and how he would repeal and replace it with something more patient-centric, more free market, where you can buy your insurance across state lines like you can any other product or service, where he would block grant Medicaid to the states instead of keeping it all in Washington. And I think most importantly, he would do away with the Obamacare penalty, where if you refuse to buy government-run health insurance, you have to pay a penalty, and he would allow you to have a health savings account. People were receiving their premium increase in notices at that time. Plus, he was very disciplined and on message. He was talking about the veterans, the police, defeating terrorism, creating 25 million new jobs over 10 years, energy investment, infrastructure investment. People liked all that. And I thought at the same time, Hillary Clinton's campaign got increasingly negative. Her campaign was about Donald Trump, and Donald Trump's campaign was about the people.
Yeah. Now, what do you think, I mean, in terms of how he's doing now, in terms of the transition, the people he's bringing in, it seems like it's coming off as he has taken that business acumen, that entrepreneurial spirit and leadership that he's got, and he's actually building this new company of the administration.
It's a great analogy because it's precisely the man I've seen behind the desk as a businessman, as a presidential candidate, and now as a president-elect. He transacts the same way. He listens, he learns, he makes the final decision. You know who's in command and control. But at the same time, he is always very open to other people's suggestions and their counsel, their experiences. And he's had probably 3 dozen people, maybe more, over the last week or so, Bill, coming here, calling him on the phone, coming to visit him in Bedminster, New Jersey, or here in Trump Tower, and they're giving their ideas. Some of them are auditioning for spots in his administration, no doubt. But most of them are coming because they care about the country and they want to share the fruits of their labor. If you've been working on school choice or charter schools for decades, if you've been working on tax reform or immigration reform, you feel like you've got the chance now for all that to come to pass, then it's exciting to you as a policy person, as an opinion leader. Heads of state are calling him and visiting. Obviously, former and current governors and senators and members of Congress and other opinion leaders. We just had an off-the-record briefing with the major networks and cable stations, their anchors and their presidents, their executives. So it's all just really exciting time, and he's as high energy, to coin a phrase, as he's ever been. Constant motion.
How about his vanquished foes? I mean, we saw Mitt Romney come out to Bedminster, and you think about all the vitriol and the negativity, and of course the media keeps showing the clips of all the nasty things they said about him. How did the meetings go? Was it personal? Was it a little difficult? Was it awkward?
No, it wasn't awkward at all. Those are 2 men who have had the rare privilege of running as the nominee for president of their parties. And they also are successful job creators and American dream success stories in their own rights, Mitt Romney and Donald Trump. And they're also worried about the world. They're worried about our domestic issues, they're worried about the world. Many things that Mitt Romney said in 2012 when he was running against President Obama have become true, have revealed themselves to be true and worrisome. And you had Ted Cruz here. Senator Ted Cruz was here last Tuesday. I mean, his last vote, it was great.
Yeah.
He's hung around for a while, met with Trump, and was here for a while. And then you've got Carly Fiorina has called him. Governor Jeb Bush called him. Governor John Kasich.
It's business. It's not personal.
It's business, but it's also get the party together. Republicans come home, and it's also when you're trying to form a federal government, and form a cabinet and your senior team. it's great to hear from other people who were also going for that same job as president. They thought this through.
How about Chris Christie? How did that meeting go? I mean, obviously there's so much speculation. The press got a little bit wired and out of control with the 11 o'clock meeting, which had been on the schedule for months, that he had today with Lieutenant Governor Kim Guadagno and his cabinet. So people are speculating what happened in that 30 minutes, as much as you can
So
share.
I was there, and I saw Governor Christie yesterday, visited with him a bit. They had a great meeting. They're friends, and Governor Christie was incredibly helpful to us, whether it was debate prep or his early and loyal endorsement to Donald Trump in the primaries back in February, basically when he dropped out of the race himself, and certainly helping with transition, bringing it to a point where then Vice President-elect Pence would come in as the chairman and continue to build a team in the likeness of draining the swamp. So no more lobbyists and nobody who is looking to enrich themselves. But Governor Christie's team did a nice job, and they fit, and they weren't trying to enrich themselves either. But they did a great job up to that point. And we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings for Governor Christie. But in the meantime, he's our governor in New Jersey, and we appreciate that.
Right. So let me ask you on a personal side. You're a mom, you're a wife, you've got a family, and here you are, this incredible success. How do you balance it?
You balance it by having your priorities straight, and that's not always easy. Maybe sleeping a little less than you'd like, putting those kids first, and then, of course, at this big job as campaign manager to President-elect Donald J. Trump, and now helping him to form his government. I feel incredibly blessed to even be at this moment, in this place, at this time, Bill, so I try to absorb that and feel humbled by the opportunities I have. But I think moms out there can relate. You put yourself last on the list, whether that's good or bad. It's just a fact. And maybe I do less fun things. Maybe I work out a little less than I should. Maybe I sleep.
I'm sure the diet is great with this job, right?
Yeah, the diet is not
I see the
great.
fast food guys coming in and out.
Oh, they're here constantly. And if you're on the Trump plane, you're eating McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and Domino's constantly. It's either quarter pound cheese or the quarter pound cheese open up into a pizza. And there we were flying back from Grand Rapids, Michigan, his final rally of the whole cycle. And it was 2:30 in the morning. We're somewhere over Ohio. And I find myself eating, it's 2:30 a.m., Cheetos and Oreos. And I said, this guy better win.
Right.
I wonder if Bill Clinton became a vegan.
Exactly. But it's an incredible opportunity. I think, look, my message to women is you can't have it all, maybe just not all at the same time. I worked hard for years, building my business for 20 years to have this opportunity. And not being married and not having children for many years, and then having all of that as well. So it's a personal choice for many women. And I feel really blessed, and I would like the record to reflect it took Donald J. Trump to elevate a woman to the highest echelon of his presidential campaign. And he's been doing that at the Trump Corporation for decades, elevating women to the most important spots.
Well, there was certainly a glass ceiling here, and it is broken. There's no doubt about it. Right?
It's very exciting to look at it that way. I've preserved the opportunity for your daughter and my daughters to be the first female president, so we still have that job open.
Exactly. That job is
It's still open.
Kellyanne, thank you.
Thank you for
I gotta
having
tell
me.
you, as a Jersey guy, I'm proud of you.
Thank you
this
so
is
much.
awesome.
Our campaign has
Way to
so
go.
much Jersey in it.
I
was
love
great.
it.
And
I love
Bedminster, that looked like 10 Downing Street.
Yeah, that's great.
Where the camera shots, and of course I call it Camp David, New Jersey. So we'll see.
I love it. Thanks.
Thank
Keep
you.
going. We're
God
with
bless you.
All
Thank
right?
you.
Thank you, Kellyanne.